What is up, Shark Army? It's your boy Sharky, and welcome back to another video.
Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing.
Today I have some more new and exciting news to share with you all regarding the upcoming 1.5 update for Stardew Valley, and this is the biggest and best news we've gotten so far from the developer. You might want to tie yourself in for this one, because if you were excited about the new update before, you're going to be even more excited after watching this news video. The developer tweeted recently showing us some more sneak peeks, and he gave us some new exciting info on what we can expect to see in the new 1.5 update. But before we get into that bit of the news, I want to talk about when this update will be expected to release, because we have some more news on this too. So for many months now, way back since Eric Barone announced the 1.5 update, we have been given very small indications and updates on when it will be getting released. He wanted to try his best to get the update out this year. He always said that, and that was his goal. But things were looking a little rough, making this expectation even less likely, especially with how this year went. But in recent updates, we've learned that the new update was coming along nicely and smoothly regarding all of the complications. And in the past few days, Eric Barone, the developer, has been replying to people's tweets who have been asking when the update is coming out. One tweet being the following: "Will 1.5 come out in 2020? I can't wait to play it." Concerned Ape replied, "It might come out this year on PC, and then on console early next year." He tweeted that on December the 16th, but 2 days later, he replied to another tweet. This one, someone was asking, "Will this be a this year update? I was about to restart when I remembered there's an update coming." Concerned Ape replied saying, "For PC, yes, very likely. For console, early next year." These replies were just a few days ago from me recording this video, meaning it is highly likely and very possible that 1.5 will be coming out this year for the PC players, which could be any time from today up until next week, because there isn't much time left in this year. So the update is on its way, guys. This is fantastic news, and I am so excited to be sharing this with you today. I originally thought myself that the update was going to be delayed and get released early next year, but I think Eric has just made everybody's rubbish year a little more brighter. Thanks, Barone. Well, that's if you're a PC player, of course, because the console players will be getting this update after, within a month or two, when the PC update gets released, just like he has stated in previous tweets. So you console players can probably guarantee to see this update by March next year, but it could be a Jan or Feb release. So now that we've got that amazing part of the news out of the way, we know when the update is expected to be coming. But now let's talk about this new sneaky tweet that Barone gave us. The tweet said the following: "If you're a seasoned player thinking of starting a new farm when 1.5 comes out, I'd like to highlight a couple of new features. There will be a new farm type called the Beach Farm and a new advanced game options menu, from which you can adjust some aspects of the game." First of all, this gave me butterflies. It got me so excited knowing that for a start we're having a new farm layout and more options for new players. And of course my prediction was correct from the last news video that I made. I did say that the new farm will most likely be a beach farm from all the indications we was getting, so 10 points to me and everyone else who guessed correctly too. But let's dive deeper into this tweet. You get it? Dive, beach. Okay, that was rubbish, but let's start with the actual farm type. If we take a deeper look at the screenshot, we will see a few interesting things. We can read the description first of all about the beach farm, and it says the following: "Good foraging and fishing, and tons of open space. Sometimes supply crates will wash up on shore. However, sprinklers don't work on sandy soil." So first of all, we see something crazy there, which is the supply crates that are going to wash up on the shore. This is something that has never happened in Stardew Valley, and this is going to get everybody's minds going crazy. What is the supply crates for? What's going to be in them? Obviously things do wash up on the beach. You could probably get some recycle or junk stuff, or maybe some kind of treasures. It's going to be very interesting. Also, we get an indication here that this is going to be a big farm layout. There's lots of open space, which is going to be good for placing buildings, your animals, or your production areas. However, farming is going to be very tough on this beach farm, due to it all being sand, of course, and as stated, sprinklers won't work on the sandy soil. But don't get your hopes up, because we do have some more deeper information regarding all of this from the developer. On Twitter, someone tweeted Eric the following: "I'm excited to try the new features, but I don't know if I'll try the beach map. I love my sprinklers. Is there only sandy soil where they don't work, or is there also some earth on the beach map?" Concerned Ape did reply saying there is some regular soil, but not much. Also, he did reply to another tweet saying the following: any crop can be planted in the sand. And another one saying, grass grows on the sand. This gives us a bigger insight on what to expect on this new beach farm regarding farming. So all crops and trees can grow in the sand, including the grass. But just bear in mind that sprinklers will not work on the sand. But there is some normal soil on the farm that can be used with crops and of course the sprinklers, but you won't get a lot of it. There is going to be more sand than soil, meaning if you are trying to farm massively on a big scale, this is going to be a big struggle on this layout. And even Eric knows this himself by saying the following in the tweet: you will definitely have to get the iridium can. Now this might put a lot of people off from using this farm because we all know farming is tedious and tiring, especially at the beginning, and sprinklers are our saviour and grace. But don't let this put you off, because this farm can be used for many other ways, not just farming. You're going to have lots of space and the supply crate feature is going to be exciting enough. Now before we get into the advanced options menu, I want to talk to you about some theories that I have regarding the screenshot and tweet that we got recently. If we look at this screenshot again closely, you'll notice that Eric has called his farm Mole, and his favourite thing is sauce. Now, if I know the developer, I know from previous updates that he is very sneaky at giving us some sneak peeks and secrets regarding the new updates. And this makes me believe that we will see moles in the game. That could be either a new pest on the beach farm that eats your crops through the sand, or the moles will be a new wild animal that you will see popping around in the wild around the town, just like the critters, birds and frogs and all the other animals you see in the game. What do you guys think to that? Also, the sauce could be an indicator that we're going to get a new production machine which can turn fruit and vegetables into sauce, just like we can with the juice and wine. Could I be right? Let me know your thoughts on this one as well, guys. Now lastly, let's talk about the new advanced option menu for new players who want a new challenge. So when you start a new farm now, not only will there be a beach farm, but there is a new menu that you can click into as seen on the screen here. This is the advanced game options. We get a few options here that you can tick or change, one of them being the community center bundles. There is an option to keep either the default or a remixed version of the bundles. You're probably wondering what this is, but Eric Brown has tweeted a few people sharing some more info regarding this. One being, somebody tweeted, are you able to give some more details on what remixed bundles mean? Is this a new set of pre-planned bundles or are completely randomized? And Eric Barone tweeted, it is randomized mixture of some brand new bundles and also old bundles, but sometimes the old ones have variations. For example, they might require different crops or fish. If you choose normal, and then it's just going to be the classic Stardew Valley set of bundles. So for example, if you've been playing this game so much you made lots of saves and you've done the community center every time, this is a new different remixed version, so the bundles are going to be different, so you know it's going to be more challenging. You're not going to know exactly what's required in the community center because it's all going to be remixed. There'll be some new ones, some old ones. It's going to vary your new saves and your new farms and your new playthroughs and make them a little more interesting and not repetitive, which is a great option. Also, as you can see, there is a box underneath that you can check or uncheck which says guarantee year 1 completable. Now if you don't know what this means, he has also tweeted letting us know what this is. Concerned Ape tweeted, right now in Stardew Valley there is a bundle that requires a red cabbage which can't be obtained in year 1 except by a random chance at the travelling merchant, which might never happen, but selecting guaranteed year 1 completable ensures that this red cabbage seed will show up in year 1. Now I know about this more than anybody because I did a 1-year community center challenge where I tried to complete the community center within 1 year, and the last item I needed was the red cabbage. Just like stated, you cannot get this in year 1 unless you try your luck at the travel lady, but this may never happen in that first year. So if you wanted to complete it in year 1, if you tick this, you know the red cabbage will pop up in the travel lady as long as you don't miss that day, and then yeah, you can complete it in 1 year. So if I ever want to redo that challenge, I'll know exactly what I'll be doing. Another option is the mine rewards. This is on normal, but there is an option to change this to something else. Now I haven't seen any tweets regarding this, nobody's asked about it, but my theory is obviously when you go into the mines, on certain floors there'll be a chest, you will get a reward. Now these are the same every single time on new saves. When you play through, you'll get the same rewards. This is obviously going to be just like the community center where you can remix and change them. So rather rather than getting the same shoes, the same sword, this will remix and randomize what's going to be in the chest. So you get a different weapon, maybe some different kind of boots, which just variates your playthroughs, makes them a little more different and not repetitive. And there's also the checklist option of spawning monsters on the farm. Now of course this just means if you want monsters on any farm layout. At the minute we get a wilderness farm, which is a layout where monsters will spawn on your farm at night time, but this option allows you to have monsters on any farm. So if you want the standard farm, the beach farm, but you still want monsters too, you can select this. And you're probably wondering, why would you want monsters on the farm? But just like Eric Brone tweeted here, the wilderness farm now has a higher chance of spawning wilderness golems than any other farm. Wilderness golems drop mixed seeds and rice shoes, making them pretty valuable in early game. So it is a good option to have enemies and monsters spawn on your farm because they do drop some valuable items, especially the wilderness golems. But if you select this option on any other farm other than the wilderness, they won't spawn as frequent as they will on the wilderness farm. Great for combat skill, great for getting mixed seeds and rice shoots to boost you up at the start of the game. Now another thing you need to take in note with these advanced options, just like somebody asked here, just to clarify, will those advanced game options be available in general or only when making a new farm? And the reply was only when making a new farm. These options, with one exception, can't be changed once you've started the game. So if you select a remix community center bundle, different mine rewards and spawning monsters on the farm, just bear in mind that this can't be changed in the game. So make sure you are comfortable and confident with what you are selecting. But I think that is everything, guys. That is the new tweet that we got literally yesterday from me making this video. We've found out when this update will be coming, when we are expecting it. We found out more information about the new farm layout and the advanced game options for new players. Like stated in previous updates regarding this update, 1.5 is more based around end game content, so for people who have completed the game, they're very far. Just like a tweet here, he said you can expect a lot of new content. A lot of it is post community center stuff, so I'd call it end game content. But in a way, finishing the community center now feels just like the beginning. So before, on a normal save, you'd do the community center and you'd think, oh, I've done the game, I've completed it. But now with all the new content, this will come after completing the community center. That will just feel like the beginning. There's that much content. Of course, there is still new things for new players, just like we've been through in this video, but it is more swayed towards the end game content and the end players, which is exciting for me personally. So that is more new exciting news. I am so gassed. If you are too, make sure you hit that like button, guys. Just a quick preview of what I'm going to be doing when this update drops is I am going to be showcasing all of the end game content, of course all the new stuff, and I'll be doing a brand new playthrough on the beach farm with the new options, starting from the very first day, doing it from the beginning and showing all the new stuff off as well. So if you do want to see that here on the channel, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell and follow me on the 1.5 journey. But that's all I've got time for. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you get involved in the comments and let me know your thoughts on this update. What do you think some of these sneak peeks mean in this tweet, and are you excited as much as me? Stay safe everyone, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye.